Hello, my name is Jürgen Rinelli and I'm a senior software consultant. Today I'm going to show you the Endpoint Central MSP Cloud Edition. Have fun with it! We are now in Endpoint Central MSP and it is the Cloud Edition. So you see here endpointcentral.manageengine.eu. You can have it in different data centers. We're in the European. So let's get this back. Yes, to have it a bit bigger. Yeah, and as you see, of course, it's the Cloud Edition. You have access through the browsers, and it's the same like having the on-prem version. Nothing differs here. Some basics first. Endpoint Central is an agent-based system, and yeah, as you can see here, we are already in the Home tab, where I can see the the one and only company I have added here in this test environment. Over here at the right, you can select the customers you already have. I'm in the All Customers view, and you can change to the Customers view as well. And then you will find all the summaries, agent and hardware and software life cycle, and a lot of other informations. Some more basics. When we go to the admin tab, we will find that we can have user administration. You can add users and define roles. An administrator can do everything. Auditor, guest, patch manager. A patch manager can only patch the systems, nothing else. And you even can add the users only to specific customers. And you even can define your own roles if you want to make it a bit different. A secure authentication is available too. And back in the administration, we even can add domains here, and we can add the customers. When we go here at the Customers tab, because within the MSP edition, you have a containerization in between the customers. So add a new customer is easily done. Customer name, company name, description, email, contact informations. You can assign already users you have within the administration configured. There is the licensing tab, so you have the choice about unlimited model or allocation model, and giving a computer limit, a mobile device limit. And there is a rebranding option available too. Fine. Then there is the billing. You can add a servicing plan. Now, add servicing plan. I do not have anyone, so here the let's do a servicing plan for Micronova, and we have a currency, the euro. Cost per computer, let's say 6 euros per mobile device. Let's say 6 euros too. Cost per server, let's say 10 euros. These are just sample prices. This is nothing real. Okay, so adding, and I do have the servicing plan, and then I can go to the billing. Then there is the sum policy, where I can detect automatically the computers within the Active Directory, install the agent if I want. There are some notifications I can do too. Back in the Admin tab, because it is a cloud edition, I do not have to take care about any database backups or some things or cleanup tasks of my server. The only settings I do have is data sharing, show configuration, and tasks created by all users to everyone. This is everything I can do here, so pretty easy. The Home tab is showing me some basic informations. Yeah, some about operating systems, software summaries, health graph and such. I can choose between different styles of my diagrams, and I can move the widgets. I cannot add own widgets on this screen. Quick links with how-tos, knowledge base, FAQs, and there are some videos. These are the videos from the vendor side. These are in English language. And the roadmap is online too, so you can always have a look into the roadmap. Is there something I want to have already in plan or not? I can respond to. And if you want to share a new idea, you can do so. Fine. There is that blue button too. Online guide, support, a call button, and a chat with us button. This is the first approach for a support with the vendor. It is pretty fast and they are really good in that support team. Let's go on to the configurations. Yes, getting started in simple steps. This is a screen you will find the first time you log in within every of those tabs. So it shows you, you can have it back here, quick overview. It shows you every time when you need it, when you want it, the steps involved. Now, what to do first. And everything is linked to, of course. All right, configurations. What are configurations? You can have them for Windows, Mac, and Linux systems. And yeah, this answers already the question about what systems can I manage? Windows, Mac, and Linux. So when you go onto Windows, you can see a lot of things you would do within the Active Directory already, but you can even add workgroup computers. So if you do not have an Active Directory, you would publish configurations about the energy, about user management, security policies, power management. You would publish it from here. Mac and Linux showing nearly the same. There are some templates too. Those templates giving you access to some rec keys. You can publish a configuration about stopping the Adobe Reader updates, auto updates, or even the Microsoft updates. So when you continue here, you will have Windows 10 notification, peer-to-peer update, such things you can block. Disable Windows Store is too in Windows 8. All right, then there are some collections. You can build up startup scripts too if you want. I always show these dialogues because it is something, you need to know the look and the feel of the product. You need to feel well when you want to work with that. So I like to show, I prefer always showing everything. So Wi-Fi, you can enable, disable the adapter, or even publish, create, modify, or delete Wi-Fi profiles. And these are just samples of the dialogues, skip changes. This is in USB port security, portable devices, you can block it, and you even have the ability to build exclusions for some device instances or even all the vendor. And there are registry keys you can add to. The targeting, we have the ability to choose remote offices within the company we chosen above. Remote offices are distant locations where you can gather computers together into one group. Let's say you have another in another city, another office or such. You can have there even distribution server so that every client within this local network can get their patches and their software from that in-house repository. The targeting, we can choose the domain too, and you can filter. We have remote offices, computers, custom group, dynamic groups, IP ranges, and such. And you even can do some exclusions. And exclusions, you can have as many as you want. Computers or custom group, a specific custom group with systems where you don't want to have anything pushed or published automatically. And you can add targets as many as you like. Advanced settings would be the retry counts. So this is the dialog for a configuration with a collection. Then we do have a script repository, like within the on-prem edition, you can add your own scripts for all customers or just for a specific customer, and you can even add scripts from a template. So let's say you have a computer where you need to add an auto lock on. So add it to the repository. It's in here now, and you can publish it, add user configuration or computer configuration without changing the auto login path with some information about the user you want to log in. Makes no sense. So go in here and you have a script editor built in and choose the user and the password and such, and you can have the auto login script published. Let's move on to the patch management. Even here, you will have the steps necessary. Now we can close this. It is shown only the first time when you log in. So we have here the patch management for the company Micronova. We do have a system health graph, network patch status, missing patches by severity, and a lot of other informations. All are linked. But let's go first to the settings. What can I patch? Patch database settings. I can patch Microsoft updates, third-party drivers, and BIOS. Then we have the Mac patches and the Linux patches too. The patches. What can we see about the patches? We do have here the severity. This is coming from each software vendor. We do not mess around with those severities. We have the patch description, approval status. The approval status is something we can change. Yeah, we can decline, or when we do have a test and an automatic test and approve scenario, we can decline it even manually. And only patches approved green can be automatically published to the systems. But we always can patch systems manually, even if they are in a not approved status. We do have the platform informations, reboot necessary or not, and the patch uninstallation, is it supported or not. And in the front, we do have some more informations about the patch, and a lot of more. Other informations here without we have the language, the supported languages, and here you find the download. This software, this is the download link, and the software patches and software are always coming from each software vendor, and they are not hosted somewhere with us. So fine, now let's have a look about how can I make my life easier. We have the possibility to change to test and approve, and we can do so here. We change to test and approve and mark patch as not approved. Everyone, it is a pretty new environment here, and I want to show how it is working, so save. And now when we go on patches, we do have the patches in the not approved status, and I can approve them manually, mark as approved or declined or not approved. So within the test and approve, I can add a group. Yeah, I can build my own custom group with systems, my test systems, or systems from key users working really with the programs, so they can answer best if there is a problem. I can choose Microsoft updates, a lot of other things too, so I choose those, and I can have all patched or specific only, or all except some specific software. So the same thing I can do with the third-party patches, and even here I can have some exceptions, like for, let's say, Java or some Citrix workspace apps or VPN clients or such. Antivirus updates, driver updates, I could deploy in the test and approve group too. Deployment criteria. Deployment policy is the when and the how a patch would get onto a system. We will see this in detail later. Notifications if I want, and there is a possibility to automatically approve patches after, let's say, 3 days, when they have been installed on every computer successfully. This is only the technical installation. There's no improvement if the software is working. That's why I do have my test groups. Fine, and if I do have patches approved, either manually or automatically, I want to have them published onto the rest of my clients. So then I can do some, let's say, critical and important patches clients. I could build up some strategies, critical and important patches for Microsoft, critical and important patches for the third party, antivirus driver updates, and the deployment should happen 0 days from approval. Next would be choosing deploy, or I can have it even deployed within the self-service portal if I want. Even this is working. And then I would need the deployment policy. We will build one now together so that you see how this works too. Create a policy. Let's have it named the same, critical and important patches clients. Save. Regular split is fine for me. Select all weeks. Select every day except Saturday and Sunday. And let's have a deployment window 11 to 14:30. I always recommend having the patches cached prior the deployment window, and initiate deployment at either of what happens first, system startup or refresh cycle. I could choose system startup too, only if I do have some, let's say the Microsoft Office patches. It is sometimes easier to publish them with system startup only. Save and continue. Pre-deployment activities. I have wake on LAN, I have pre-deployment reboot, and I have custom scripts I could run. Custom script example for servers. Let's stop the services in a specific sequence or such. Yeah, this is an example. Pre-deployment user notification. I could inform my users about a deployment, allow them even if I want to skip the deployment, force the deployment, or show the deployment progress. Within my example, I do not do anything. So next would be save and continue, because I do not want to have any reboot or custom script. But if I would like to have it, let's go here, post reboot shutdown, how it is looking like, reboot type force or delay, and I have a lot of more actions if I delay. Shutdown is the same like the reboot, plus the possibility to restart prior the shutdown. Comes in really handy if I do have the feature updates. They are running smoothly in the background until you reboot the system. Then you will go either for a big breakfast or for lunch. So I could have that restart prior to the shutdown initiated. I do not want anything in here. Save and continue, save and continue. So now it is saved. And now let's go back. Within the patch management, a short refresh, and then I do have my deployment policy in here, and I can review it again, go to the next, define targets. The targeting we already have seen, and now I could have some notifications, but why should I spam my email account? I do have dashboards. When I save here, I can see there is a dashboard. This is the automatic patch deployment policy. Yeah, we do have only one client in there, but if it is running, when it is running, and even with more clients, I can see greens, yellows, and I can see even red. I do not want to have those reds, but some deployments will fail, and I can see them, and I can just click on it and have it filtered. And the only thing I need to do in the morning is having a look in that dashboards. Is everything fine, and where are the errors? And I just go and have a look on my errors while drinking a cappuccino. Next would be the software deployment. Even here, we do have the steps shown and related common settings. Within the software deployment, we do start within the templates. We do have 72,795 templates right now in here. And a template is for different operating systems available. And what is a template? Each one of you knows that within an enterprise environment, we do have the challenge to publish patch software without user interference, without user interruption. So we do need the full installer because we want the software not to be downloaded from the client through the internet. And what we do need are the silent install switches. And even those you have difficulties to find. They're not lying around on their home pages of the vendors, of the software vendors. So let's have a look here. Yeah, that's an MSI, that's easy. Here, silent install switch for that exit. And if we hover over it, and we will see it will come directly from the software vendor. And the install switches, they differ all the time, so we do not have to search for them. And if I want, I can create a package. Let's have a look about 7-zip. Having it here too. It's an MSI, that's easy. So create a package for all customers or just only for the Micronova group. I go Micronova group. And the software is here. So I am able to publish it with the same dialog we would have within patch management and everywhere within configurations. So I just need to select a deployment policy, the target, and deploy, and that's it. It is really easy and fast. And if I want to modify the package, I can do so. And I do have here the pre-deployment and post-deployment activities. Yes, some condition checks and some configurations, uninstall software or manage ongoing processes. I do have post-deployment activities, services, start, stop, change the modes, and such. The same within the uninstallation. Within a package from the templates, I do have the advanced settings already filled out. If I want to have a known package added, that's possible too. Windows, choose the company you want for, or for all customers, you just choose, and then you would have to add all the necessary information on your own. Choose MSI or exe. It will change the settings here, and upload the file you need, and you have the advanced settings to fill in on your own, and you're already done. Cancel. So we do have a self-service portal here too, so you can enable your users to install all the necessary software on their own, and even repair the software within this self-service portal, or delete the software. Next is the inventory. Within the inventory, we see hardware and software lifecycle. Software, hardware, warranty summary within a virtual environment is not really helpful. Computers, what do I see for each computer? I do have an asset summary, OS summary, and about the system, some information, services, users, groups, drivers, shares, hardware information, BIOS, hard disks, motherboards, even the monitors applied on the system, physical memory, what is already within the system and what can I do as a maximum, and a lot of other infos. Software, desktop apps, and I can even uninstall here the desktop apps. Microsoft Store apps, and even metered software. Software metering is something really handy when I do need to save resources. I'm able to check from the time I start the software metering for a specific software only. I am able to check if a specific software is and how long a specific software is run on which computers. So I can see if I can remove some expensive software licenses from some systems. They do use it only for about 5 minutes a month, let's say. And I can configure that exports will be done only with masking or removing personal information. Certificates, I can scan certificates, file details, I can scan file details. This is not a file detail in terms of names of each file. This is just a summary of, let's say, MP3s. There are 1,212 MP3s in the size of 2.2 gigabyte on that system. These are the informations I can retrieve from here. Security informations about BitLocker, antivirus, firewall, missing patches, USB audit, and there is a history about what has been changed on the system and the user log on history too. This is about the inventory. What else do we have here? We have the ability to prohibit software with auto uninstall policies. We do have the ability to block executables with path and hash words. And we do have here the manage licenses. We can add software here, software licenses with different informations, license files, invoice files. And we can associate these licenses with a computer so that we know this is correct. This license is correct on that system. So it's only an association. There is no licensing procedure in the background. Okay. And we have alerting, monitor hardware if hardware is added or removed, software the same, licenses, expirations, disk space, proactively monitor the running out disk space, certificates when they expire. We have that too. Mobile device management is on board within Endpoint Central MSP Cloud too. So what can we do? We can enroll Apple, Android, Windows, Chrome OS systems. We can establish bring your own devices or even supervised devices. Within the bring your own devices, you will have a containerization so that you can stop or that you can prevent the managed and unmanaged apps from communication. So we can add even the Apple Business Manager for the supervised device enrollment. We have a QR code enrollment within Android for the supervised devices or zero-touch enrollment, Knox, NFC. You even can establish an self-enrollment. The management is being done through groups and profiles. You can add groups, let's say a group for your consultants and a group for your sales team, and you can add devices into those groups. Profiles would regulate what these devices are possible to do. And those profiles you can add onto your groups. And let's say a consultant is changing his job, going to the sales team. You just need to move the device from one group to another group, and the system will take care about apps and profiles so that it would fit into the new group. The profiles, you can add iOS, Android, Windows, etc. profiles. Let's start with Android profile. Within the profiles, you can apply the passcode settings, complex value, let's say a user-friendly 16 digits, and you even can remove the biometrics, restrict biometrics. The restrictions within the device functionality, you can restrict the camera and a lot of other things that you cannot do that with bring your own devices is clear, but there are always some icons and some more information showing you what is necessary, what kind of enrollment is necessary in order to do this setting. Security settings, restrict factory settings, such device connectivity, and a lot of other stuff. Workplace security, Wi-Fi settings, you can give, you have Exchange Active Sync, you can set kiosk mode, you can have a kiosk mode with single app or multi-app, and a lot of other settings. The profile for iOS, pretty the same, just with more functionalities, because Apple has some more things you can have. Passcode, the same. Restrictions here, you would select security, restrict both ways, share data between managed and unmanaged apps, and have it iCloud, and a lot of other stuff. You will find within the management even the app repository, where you can add the Apple and the Google Store and the Windows Store, and within here you can access those stores like you access them from your mobile phone. So it is really easy. And you have the possibility to add enterprise apps too. An automatic OS update or content management is here, and you have even the possibility for announcements and create an announcement, and remote control or remote view. And you can add fence policies if you have a geo-tracking enabled. It's just an overview about the mobile device management. There are some more detailed videos about mobile device management available. It is the same functionality like within the on-prem editions. Tools. I love those tools. There's Remote Control, System Manager, Remote Shutdown, Wake on LAN, Chat Announcement, and System Tools. The Remote Control. You can access even terminal sessions. And when we go on Connect here, the remote control will start. So this is the remote control as we know it. We do have some more possibilities. Oh, that's in German now because the system is in German language. The color quality, screen resolutions, and when I access here the console, there are some more possibilities, some tools, some quick links. That's the programs and features. Device manager, firewall settings, registry. I can open a lot of things with just one single click. When I always say, if the GUI is already slow on that system, it won't get faster because I'm getting into a remote control. There is some administration tasks too, a GP update force, for example, or a cleanup task, and the energy options, reboot in safe mode or shutdown. And we have a file transfer, and we have text, chat, and even video call and a voice call. This is the usual way of having a remote control. But we can do that even in the background. A lot of tasks can be done within the background. Within this system manager, let's start the task manager. Now all the processes will be listed running on that system. And I am able to kill those processes within the action area. I do have startup programs. When there are startup programs configured, I can change the mode. I have a command prompt and of course even a PowerShell. I have the device manager here. I have groups, hardware informations, printers. I do have a reg editor. I do have services where I can see every service installed on that system and with what startup type, with what status, the names, the descriptions, what log-on user is running for that system, and within the action buttons, I can start, stop, or even change the mode of those services. I do have shares, software, the task manager I already showed, and users. Then we do have the remote shutdown, where I can even schedule it, and I do have restart now, hibernate, log off, standby, lock computer, wake on LAN, what can be scheduled too. I do have the chat, the announcements. An announcement is a real good thing because I can add maintenance announcements within a specific range of time, multiple times, and only for specific computers, remote offices, or domains. System tools with some cleanup tasks I can automate. This is about the tools. Then there is the reporting with some built-in reports already for the inventory, self-service, patch reports, and such. You even can schedule reports with some filters. Making some filters with criteria too. And you do have a custom report builder where you can add your own reports. Within the Agent tab, I can add remote offices. I can add computers, either pushing them or download the agent manually here for the specific customer, Windows, Mac, Linux agent, and I can install the agent manually. There are different ways of installing an agent: GPO, Azure, remote installation, Apple enrollment, and even other methods too. So that's everything about Endpoint Central Cloud. Thank you for watching the video, and see you soon.